He's the new football coach at UCF, Gus Malzahn. How does that sound to hear that, the football coach at UCF?
Yeah, it sounds good. Things happened really quick, but I'm real excited and just ready to hit the ground running.
You said that when the vacancy came about here, even before Terry Mohajir became the AD, it went through your mind, that's something I'm interested in. Why?
Yeah, I think it was at the point before I knew this job was coming open that I was pretty dead set on doing TV in the off season and then next year, getting a job. But when this job came open, it was like, I had a lot of respect, like I said in the past. I'm very familiar, and I think this is a gold mine. And then the fact that Terry got the job, a few days later, and that's when I went full force, wanting the job.
How important your relationship and knowing him? You were at Arkansas State when he came there. After 1 year of success, you moved on, but I would imagine you stayed in contact to some degree. But the fact that he's the AD here, how important was that?
Yeah, well, the fact that we had experience together, and and he was right in the middle of, we had a championship run at Arkansas State, and we did stay in touch and consider him a friend. And so when he got the job, and he called me just right after he got the job, I guess it was last Sunday, and said, "Would you be interested?" And I said, "Oh yeah, now that you're there, especially." I'll want the job, and so that's the way everything went down.
You said you took some time, the first of the 8 weeks, just to kind of take a deep breath, and then you decided, I wanted to coach. So then, what's the last week been like when the opportunity to interview for the job? I would imagine that a different type of butterflies to get back in.
Yeah, things happen quick. There's no doubt. It took me a week or two to kind of evaluate that. Yes, I want to coach again. I love coaching. I was missing it. And then you kind of get your mindset that, hey, I'm going to do TV and I'm going to sit out a year. But when the job came open, it kind of got that adrenaline going. And I just knew that this place has a chance to do special things. And probably the last 48 hours or 3 days when I went through the interview process and the reality that this could be a reality, it was really something.
The brand of UCF football, obviously you're focused on where you were before, but this program's had some success. What did you notice from a distance about what's been the growth of UCF these last 4
Well,
years?
it was, first of all, every Division I coach in college football has respect for this place and knows that not only you can win, you got a chance to do great things. And that's kind of what I was saying. Like I would tell my staff the last few years that if the right guy ever got here and he would stay here and build it, everybody else would be in trouble. And I feel like I'm the right guy to do that. And so that's really exciting to me. And just the brand that, that we have here, it's a national brand, and we're fixing to take it to that next step.
You sound like that this has re-energized you, not just to coach again, but because of the opportunity to do things here. You've coached at places that have had history. There's history being built here. Is that part of your excitement too?
Yeah, there's no doubt. I'm a builder. I mean, I love being a part of building something and having ownership in it. So this fits me very well, and just the potential. And you can just feel it. You can feel it walking around, talking to players, talking with administrators, meeting people that we got a chance to do something special. And really, here's the great thing is the foundation is already built with the former players and the players we have now and the former coaches that did a super job. They built a great foundation, and it's set up to take that next step. And so that's what I feel. I just feel the excitement and ready to hit the ground running.
Terry talked last week about don't worry about labels. How do you view the whole P5, G5, and all that stuff? What's your view of that?
Yeah, this is a top 20 football job. I don't care if it's Power 5, non-Power 5, that's the way it is. From the outside, everybody looks at this job as, the best non-power or one of the best. And we're going to change the narrative that this is going to be one of the best football programs in all of college football. And so that's what's really exciting for me.
Florida, you've recruited the state for quite some time. Tell me the appeal of the recruiting talent in Florida and how that you feel is an advantage for you.
There's no doubt. I mean, Florida's going to be our priority. And the great thing is I've been at Auburn 11 years, and Florida was one of our main recruiting grounds. So we already have great relationships built, not just with coaches, but the top players from 2022 and 23 class. And so we'll already have those relationships. We'll hire coaches that are familiar with this area. And so the recruiting, like I said just a minute ago, we're going to recruit like our hair is on fire. We'll be going after the best players in America, and we're not going to back down anyone. And we have a whole lot to sell with everything that we're doing and where we're going.
You met with the football team. Can you share a little bit about that meeting? What talked about both from you and from the players and what you came away feeling?
Yeah, I just wanted to first of all tell them I'm looking forward to getting to know them. And we're going to spend time. We're going to set up one-on-one meetings starting tomorrow. I'll probably do that for 3 or 4 days. And just told them that the type of coaches and the type of people that I want to bring in to lead them, and some of those characteristics. And then I just told them that, man, we're here to win championships, and that's what we're going to do. And so it was a fairly brief conversation, but I wanted to at least get them a feel. Then kept the leadership team. And we got a little more personal and got a little chance to spend a little time, ask some questions, and told them a little bit more about me and my background and my history.
Philosophy, obviously you've got the offensive background, but as you said, you can't win championships without balance. Can you expand on that?
Yeah, I mean, we're going to have a top offense in the country. We're going to continue to build upon that, but I am one of my main priorities is to have a top 10 defense. And, so that will really be the key, I think, to long-term sustained success. And if we're going to play the top 10 team or some of the people on the schedule, the way we're going to be consistent winning is consistently playing great defense along with that high-powered offense. So that's the way we're putting it together.
This program's had a little bit of a chip on its shoulder the last 5 years, and it sounds like you want to continue to play with that as you build your brand.
There's no doubt. I'm a coach. I'm a former high school football coach. I'm not your average college coach. I got a chip on my shoulder, something to prove. This job fits me. And so we'll continue to have that chip on our shoulder that will give us an advantage.
The stadium is at 90,000. It seats 45, but when it's loud, it's one of the toughest environments. So your message to Night Nation about what you want that game day environment to be like as well.
Yeah, I want us to be the best atmosphere in all of college football. The unique thing for me, I was at Tulsa in 2007, came here the very first year it was open, playing the conference championship, and it was rocking. And I heard it's even better, and I just think we're fixing to take the next step with that. But just so excited for the fans, and we're going to give them something to cheer about too. So, the goal will be it'll be the best atmosphere in all of college football. You
mentioned this earlier today, recharge your batteries. It seems like a level of excitement. You said that UCF's going to get the best Coach Malzahn that's been. Why?
Yeah, because I've had that 8-week break to kind of sit back and refresh. Because when you're coaching for 30 years and you're at high pressure type jobs, you don't have time to even blink. You just go into the next problem or the next situation or the next question. I got a chance to really sit back and evaluate, hey, what can I be better at in my next job? And refreshed. And so I just told Terry, you're going to get the best Gus Malzahn in all 30 years of coaching, and just that renewed energy and excitement, and I'm ready to hit the ground.
2 final questions. Terry mentioned this, you mentioned it. Relationship with players and providing opportunities after football important to you?
Yeah, my number one job is going to get our players prepared for life. We'll have the game of football, we'll win championships, but my number one job will be what do they want to do in life after football, and help facilitate and help plug them in of what they want to do so they can be successful in life. And so that'll be my main priority.
Last question. Spring practice is right around the corner. A lot to do, but I imagine, you're thinking just about 4 weeks from now, you start coaching this football team.
Yeah, I was looking at the calendar last night after I accepted the job and just trying to strategically, okay, we got a week, we got to hire staff. And then we got to start talking offense deep. We got to get familiar with our players. We've got to get the strength coach in here, and then we got to start spring. So we're going to be hitting the ground running. There's a lot of moving parts right now, but it's exciting. And I'm ready to get out on the field with our players.
The opener at Boise State is not that far away. He's the new football coach of the UCF Knights, Gus Malzahn. Go Knights! Charge on.